Hey folks, I want to record a video today to answer a question that I got that I thought was a really good question. Someone asked, how do you know if a horse likes you or not? Okay, and I'm filming this today over with the other half of the herd, the barn horses, because these horses don't know me as well. I mean, I'm in here and I come in here and I toss them some hay every now and again, but they don't really know me the way the horses on the other side of the farm over there know me. As a matter of fact, when I first started this video, you heard somebody whinny, and that was true. And she was whinnying at me because I'm all the way over here and I'm not with her. And she's probably like, hey, you know, what are you doing over there? Sorry, I keep getting bumped here because Berlin is bumping up against me. So back to the question of how do you know if a horse likes you? Well, one of the ways you know is what just happened, okay? When I first started filming and what's happening right now. You see how Berlin is walking up to me? He's following me. And he came up here and he put his head down, okay? All good signs that a horse likes you. If he had come up to me and his head had been up and his ears had been pinned, that would have been a sign that, hey, I better be careful, because those would have been signs of aggression. But he walked right up to me. He put his head down. All he wants me to do is rub him, which I'm doing right now. But this is a very relaxed position for him. I have known Berlin since he was born. He was born here at this farm. And that is his mother right there, that buckskin mare named Tacoma. That one right there. So Berlin is a very, very sweet boy. And you know, this is definitely one of the ways that you can tell if a horse likes you. But I want to be very clear here that just because a horse approaches you does not mean that that horse likes you. A horse can approach you and it can bite your face off. I mean, so you do have to understand how to read their body language. But this right here, I love, okay? I love the soft eye. He's got hay just all over him because he's been at that hay feeder. But I love the soft eye here. You see how his eye is just nice and relaxed. It's not big and white and like freaked out. I don't see the whites of his eyes. I only see that beautiful chocolate that he's got. His head is down. His head is actually lower than his withers. Again, I've taught you all this quite a few times, but his withers are right here. These are the top of his withers. His head is nice. I mean, his neckline is nice and level. That to me is a relaxed head. So this is a horse that is happy to be with me. Another thing that we just caught was the quivering lip. You're going to see it here in just another minute. Okay. Watch his lips. They're going to, if he doesn't try to kiss me, we're going to try to get a little quiver. We just had one. Hopefully we're going to get another. Yep, there goes another one. See how that bottom lip jumped? There it goes again. It's a great demonstration of a happy horse, okay? So all of these things are indicative, and his ears are nice and relaxed. They actually go like this. Remember that old like sign? What was that? Like hang loose or whatever? I don't even remember. But anyway, his ears go like that. You know, they're not like this. They're not straight back on his head. They're just kind of hanging relaxed. That's a great sign for a horse. So all of these are telling me, all of these signs are telling me that Berlin and I are okay. All right. He is relaxed. He's happy. He's not scared of me. He's not worried in the least. Okay. Now, I know what's going to happen when I go over here to Tacoma. Tacoma, her own owners cannot even get near her. Okay. So when I go over near Tacoma, she's likely going to run away from me. Tacoma just has this weird thing about people when she is loose. Now, when she's up in a stall, Tacoma is sweet as can be. One of the nicest mares. Is she going to make a liar out of me? Are you going to come see me, Tacoma? Super sweet mare when she's in the stall, but when she's out here, she runs from you. Okay, she won't let anybody near her. I think that she thinks that they're going to catch her and, you know, attempt to ride her or something. And I guess that's just not what she wants. So I'm just going to casually, I'm going to leave Berlin standing here. And I'm going to keep my energy off of Tacoma. So Berlin's going to follow me. And when I say I'm keeping my energy off of Tacoma, I'm not making eye contact with her. I'm kind of turning my body. I'm facing Jack. That's Jack right there. That's True's half brother. But I'm not directly making a beeline toward Tacoma. I'm pulling all of my focus off of Tacoma. And I'm just going to kind of approach, but we're going to still film her and watch what she does. Okay, so she's being fine right now because I'm not putting my energy on her. Normally, Tacoma does not let anybody stand this close to her, okay? So, sorry, Berlin is nibbling my ear. He's whispering sweet nothings. Yes, I love you, sweet boy. But, okay, now, the difference here is I am going to put my focus on Tacoma, and we're going to see, Berlin, we're going to see what she does. But I'm very gently going to do this. Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl. Let's film through here since your son keeps nibbling on me. Hey, sweet baby. Okay, that's very good for Tacoma. Normally, Tacoma bolts. If anybody tries to touch her, she's gone. But right now, there is still a horse between us because Berlin is here and Tacoma's there. So I'm going to try to get little man here to step. Okay. I think she just figured out what I'm doing. I'm going to step under little man here. See that? Did you see? Okay, she backed up. She just took a step back. And that, I'm shocked she didn't do more than that, quite frankly. Stop. So I'm going to... Easy, baby. Shh. Hello. Hello, sweet girl. Okay, so she took another step back. Now watch the ears. You see how the ears are kind of going back a little bit? She's like, hey, I'm not loving this. Okay. Berlin, stop, son. I'm going to ask again. Let her sniff me. And I'm just going to try to give her, don't bite. No. I'm going to try to give her a little rub. He's making this really difficult because he's chewing on me. He's chewing on my hat. He wants me to give him attention. There we go. All right, so I'm going to try and get in here on Tacoma. I'm going to go for the spot that I know horses love. Okay. Shh. Good girl. Good girl. So see, Tacoma's body language right now, it's not mean. She is not a mean horse at all. She is just a very cautious horse. She's a wary horse. And you see how her body, her head is kind of tilted away from me. Her ears are sort of like, hey, I'm not like totally loving this. But she's not being aggressive in any way. She's just saying, look, this is my space and I'd really rather not have you in it. And you know, I'm not going to push her on this because she has the right to do whatever she wants. She is not my horse. So, you know, I'm not going to really, I just don't want to force that. I'm going to ask again. Hi. And I need her to be okay with this on her own time. Ideally, I would like her to not have any issues with me because if she were in trouble and I needed to halter her for some reason for her owners, I don't want to have to chase this horse all over the pasture. So my process with these horses who are more shy and don't really want me to approach them or don't want anyone to approach them is just simply to give them the time. You know, I do a little bit at a time. That was nice. She actually turned her head into me. She's not making the attempt to like really walk up to me, but we are getting a lip quiver there, which tells me she's not super excited. She's relaxed. But she still has kind of a defensive posture, like, okay, I'm ready to leave at any point here. That was just a fly she was stomping. Gonna ask again. Hi. And then when she lets me do that, when she bumps me with her nose there, I'm just gonna reward her with just a little bit of a rub there, and then I'm gonna back off. You know, I'm not gonna push. I mean, I could if I wanted to. I could really walk in there and force this right now. But I don't like to do that with these horses. I like to give them the benefit of the doubt of making the choice. And then I'll kind of step back in and I'll say, hey, baby, come on. Here you go. There. She came right in, so I'm just going to release. I'm going to release that pressure. And then I'm just going to rub her again. And yes, this takes a lot of time, and a lot of people might think, well, God, you know, just get in there and, you know, do what you got to do. But I just don't want to force her to do anything. Now this is Izzy. You saw Izzy come right up to me when I first walked in. Izzy and I are very good friends. She is a big, beautiful mare. You guys, I am 5'5", okay? This horse is way above my head. I don't know if I can, just look at this. I mean, you see how tall she is? Crazy tall. She is a big, big girl. You need a step ladder to get on this horse. But totally gentle baby girl. I'm very fond of her. Beautiful, beautiful mare. Just a sweet demeanor. This little girl here, Peaches, aka Red Bull. She's also one that will kind of run from you a little bit. She doesn't run from me, but she will run from a lot of people. Like if a stranger came down here in this pasture, they wouldn't even get near this mare. She just doesn't let anybody near her. She's really mad at a fly right now. She keeps kicking at it, and she's getting very irritated. But, you know, again, Izzy, she leaves her hay to come over to me to say hi to me. And, you know, that is a sign of a horse who actually likes you. So just, it really boils down to body language, folks. You have to be able to understand their body language. You have to be able to understand their ears, their eyes, their breathing, where they're positioning their feet, and their overall energy. But you can get a, thanks, she just sneezed all over me. But you can get a sense for their energy really, really quickly. And in turn, they can sense your energy from all the way across the, you know, I mean, a very, very, very far way away. So you don't ever underestimate that a horse cannot pick up on your energy, your nervousness, what you're feeling. Hi, sweetheart. So, yeah, it's all energy work with these guys, and they really do have the absolute ability to tell you what they are thinking and feeling, even though they can't speak human words. If you can learn their language, then they absolutely talk to you, and they talk to you all the time. You just have to be willing to listen. So I hope that helped a little bit, and I will talk to y'all later.